Okay, mic check 1, 2. Let me make sure we're live. Oh. Hold on, let me reply to somebody in the Discord. Okay, there we go. All right, so we've posted that we're live. Okay, now that's a little loud. Okay, great. Sorry guys, I'm just getting settled in. I gotta eat some soup too, so bear with me here. Okay, so far so good. We have one neighbor, and we are very much working on improving our relations with them, so they're friendly. They have more military power than we do, but that's okay, they're friendly. Trying to get them to not attack us. And we are improving relations. You'll be unable to reassign them for a year. Alright, so let's leave that open in case something happens. We're friendly. We got a trade deal. We're spying on them. What's this here? Sparked diplomatic incident. Caused diplomatic embarrassment involving the envoy. Required infiltration level 25. Prepare sleeper cells. These activity within the spy network be reassigned without preventing its infiltration level from decaying. Okay. Gain an asset for use with the spy network. Interesting. Or gain favors. What else do we got here? Still technology, maybe? Let's keep saving up and we can decide on what to do later. Yeah, we don't want to do any of this because it costs influence right now, so I'm just going to leave that. Good soup. We're building stuff here and we're exploring this way. We've claimed a mega structure, so there's a broken Dyson sphere over here, and then there's a gateway over here that we have claimed. And then it doesn't look like we can go explore that and grab it later because there's nothing connecting it, so it's nobody else is going to take it. And it looks like we've kind of blocked off these guys from encroaching on our opportunity to expand over here. There's only one hyperlane that connects us, so we're good. And we got our military build up right there. Okay. Oh, that's right. And we're in the process of building up our planets. We can remove this dense jungle stuff because we've got the technology, so that's good. we might want to start thinking about building some storage, maybe. Or we just need to spend a lot of money really quick. Okay, here we go. Workers, click to expand. Okay, so this is the new way the economy works. Odd factory workers. Okay, well this is a mining planet, so that's fine. Building 3 more mining districts and clearing 2 more tiles, so that's good. Okay, and we can specialize too. Okay, so district specialization. This cost 1,000. Okay. So we could definitely use more alloys. So how do we get more alloys? Traders turn consumer goods into trade. Mining support. Farming support. Is there a district that helps with alloys? This would get us more unity. And this is research. So I might want to go engineering research because I want to get down that tree pretty quick. And then there's just regular research enclave. Now, what's this? Available amenities negative. Okay, that's not good. So let's go here and fix that. How do we get more amenities? Okay, so hollow theaters. This adds entertainment jobs. Entertainers turn consumer goods into Unity. Okay, and this looks like it's going to add 2,500 amenities, so that's good. And our stability reflects political stability of the colony. Okay. Low stability can result in issues like insufficient housing, low amenities, or high crime. This imposes penalties and increases the risk of negative events to a revolt. So, what gets us the most amenities? How are we doing on housing? Available housing 1485, so we're good there. We don't need housing just yet. Now what's the difference here? So this is a research lab. Physicists, biologists, and engineers plus 60. As opposed to one of the specialized ones. Oh, that's a district. Okay. That's a research. That's for everything. Okay, and this just focuses on one. Okay, so we might do this just for engineering, but we're not there yet. So let's do. Excuse me. Hey, Noob Fever, how you doing, man? everywhere. That's great, man. Thank you so much. It's good to see you. We'll get holo theaters, and we're gonna move this to the top of the list. Yeah, I mean, I took a break. I was going through kind of an adjustment period. Still got to eat my soup. Okay, so we got the holo theaters. So this is going to fix the amenities thing. We'll worry about specializing later. I mean, we probably need to fill all this basic stuff up first. I use just flat OBS. I do have a backlog item to where I need to look into, you know, upgrading to use something like Streamlabs, or use like Nightbot or something like that. But I haven't looked into it just yet. So right now it's basically just OBS. And I got a couple of plugins from like Ko-Fi. And I think I did just set up Nightbot. So I think Nightbot's working in Twitch chat at least. In fact, let's see. Oh no, hold on. Can we do bang? I'll have to look into it. Someone who started streaming was wondering what the best option OBS or Streamlabs if you're going to ask around from people that know more than I do. Okay, well, one of the reasons that I'm using OBS is because it's really easy to simulcast. Like, you basically download this plugin. You get OBS and you download this plugin, and then it's really easy to add extra streams. And once it's all set up, you just hit start. So you start the main stream, and that's what's going to Twitch. And then hit start on YouTube and start on Kick, and it just works. Now that I got it all set up, super easy to simulcast.
Construction completed.
This guy's not doing anything. I think what we need to do, we'll go here and then here. And then if we can capture that, we'll block all this off and we can colonize it later. Let's build a starbase there. Excuse me.
Anomalous readings registered.
I'll check out the anomaly
System
later.
survey concluded.
There's a dig site. Okay, we'll get to that later.
System survey concluded.
Okay, so this guy's exploring this way. And this guy's exploring this way. Okay, so look at this. So what we should do is let's have you explore right here. And then explore right here. And then that way we can capture this and capture that, and then that blocks all this off for us to get later. Yeah, this game is really advanced, man. I'm trying. It helps me explain things as it's going along. Right now, we're still in the very beginning stage, so we've got to. I mean, this is the whole map. Look at that! Isn't that fucking wild? And we're basically Star Trek the Federation. Or the Federation of Starfleet, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. So it's like United Nations of Earth. And I'm basically like trying to go diplomacy focused. Later on, I'll play something different. Like you can play like the Borg, where you go and just attack other people and assimilate them. Like that'll be fun. But I'm learning how to play the game right now because it's completely different from what it was back in like 2017. Okay, so here's that. All right, let's have you survey here. Survey here. And he's going to build there. So if we build there, build there, build there, we'll cut this off. It'll be ours. We'll be able to get it later and still keep expanding. See, like that, we can go get that anytime we want because nobody can come through my lanes. So right now we're just trying to grab as many planets. We've got one colony, and we're doing good because it's really supporting. Whoops. Click that. Yeah, this one's doing good because it's supporting our minerals, and minerals are the things that let us build space stations and that kind of stuff. And I need to figure out how to start getting alloys, because alloys are what let you build ships and some specialized things. But we'll get there because we're still at the very beginning of the game. Alright, we have detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Bartium system. A rift in the very fabric of space-time has formed here, creating a wormhole that our scientists speculate may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole located elsewhere in our galaxy. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one edge of the galaxy to the other in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Any vessels foolish enough to pass through it would be ripped apart in seconds. Okay, where is this? In the Bartium system. Bartium. Is it that one? That one? Okay, it's this one. Okay, yes, there it is. Okay, cool. So explore that. Now, is there anything else for you? Yeah, so you're going to explore this. There's the wormhole. Okay. And let's move you. You done building? Yeah, you're done building stuff. So I want to move you to here. And let's build a station there. And then if we build a station there, we're good. We cut off all this land for us, or land systems, basically. Twilight, the 3rd edition board game. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's very board game like. I never played that Twilight game, but I mean, it certainly is. Like, where is it? Technology. Like, these are basically cards that you draw at random, and then when you get done researching one of them, you basically draw another 3 and you pick one, and you can get things that change that for you. So right now I'm trying to just like researching stuff that helps me research. 12 hours on a board game, that's awesome. That reminds me of like tabletop 40K. Alright, let's keep going.
Construction completed.
Okay, so just pause it real quick. Okay, so we just claimed that. Yes. And then it's an anomaly. We don't care about the anomaly. Alright, now we want you to go over here. That's got a lot of resources, so we definitely want to grab that one.
System survey concluded.
Okay, we have detected the presence of a pre-faster-than-light alien civilization on the Taya 2 system. They have entered the early steam age, and there is clear evidence that they are beginning to make use of both vehicles and early factories powered by steam engines. Interesting. Okay, so we surveyed that system. Now what are you doing? Okay, you're surveying stuff that way. That's fine. Oh, see, now here we go. So diplomacy. We got enough to get another point into this tree, so we grabbed that one. Okay, so we could acquire a favor. Federation. We must build stable and lasting partnerships with our neighbors based on trust and mutual respect. Okay, we'll get that one in a minute. Let's grab this one because this increases the trust cap and the trust growth. And we want people to trust us. Because we're not strong.
Survey concluded.
We're not strong militarily right now. Okay, now look at this. We're down on some consumer goods. Let's fix that. Okay. So we want to get some more goods right here. Civilian industries. Okay, now this will get us 16, but basically 17 goods produced. However, that's on Earth. What if we go to Alpha Centauri? Where... Okay, so that's gonna produce a little bit less, right? And we're building stuff here already. So let's go back to Earth, right there. We're not building anything, so this will get done right away. Okay, good. So that should get us out of the negative.
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
Oh no! Ruby swarm. Okay, so they're hostile. Oh, so he got away. Alright, since we can't go past here. See, they're not that strong, I just don't have a fleet to fight them right now. So let's research this anomaly. And research that anomaly. And that'll give me time to figure out what we're going to do to get past these guys. No, I haven't. I've got a couple of titles on Good Old Games, but most of my stuff's been on Steam. I actually don't really like launchers. Like, just let me run the executable and start the damn game.
Construction completed.
Okay, so we took this one. I'm gonna try and take that one. Do you want XCOM 2 for good old games? Yeah, man, I'll take. I liked XCOM. Well, the XCOM remake that came out like in the 2010s or something like that. I've got some old D&D games, but yeah, I mean, I'll try them. There's a lot of folks that would like to see me like play a game, do a review video on it, you know, and I'm always down for that. I have such a huge backlog of games too. In fact, one of the games that I should start playing after this should be Rogue Trader. It's a 40K game. Man, maybe I should start doing. I'll play that tomorrow. But I did want to check this out. I like games like this. It's just so advanced. Getting our minerals up there. We're gonna fix that. Okay, so there is a max trade we can get. Influence. There's government. Let's open edicts. Now, is there a way to get more influence? Doesn't look like there's a way for us to get any more influence right now. Where can I give me the codes? Oh, let's see here. We got, I mean, I really appreciate it, man. I can't guarantee I'll get to, like, I should actually make a list of all the games that I need to try and play and actually like work through it. So I'll have to add these games that you're donating to that too. Let's do this. Aren't you on my Discord server? Let's see here. Let me. Oh, okay. No, I appreciate it. What's your, are you Noob Fever? It's in streaming mode right now, so it doesn't. What's your Discord name? I'll just add you to my friends list on Discord. And you can send them to me there. Noob Fever or Jenny. Okay. Let's see here, online. NOP. Do you have the Guy Fawkes mask avatar? I can only see everybody's first initial because it's in streaming mode right now. Let me Yes, sir. So you're the guy Foxmouth. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. I sent you a friend request invite. So you should just be able to accept that and then send me the codes there. And thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Now, I won't say no to free games. That would just be crazy. One problem with the soup that I made is I just put a whole fucking chicken in the pressure cooker. And it broke down really good, but there's these tiny little bones. But it's got a good broth. It's such a nice, rich, thick soup. Okay, so we're just sitting here. So we're not...
System survey concluded.
Okay, great. Okay, let's grab that one. That'll cut all this stuff off for me. Yeah, we'll go ahead and explore that, and then we'll come back and search this stuff.
Construction completed.
Campaign to elect a new president. I don't really care. Construction complete. Very good. Why is this? Oh, this is the ancient precursor civilization. Okay, so we're gonna search that one. That's why it's pinging and stuff. Hey Templar, how you doing, man? Man, this game has changed so much. Okay, so we got a construction ship here. Okay, let's build stations. Survey that system.
System survey concluded. Construction complete.
Asteroid collision. A large mineral-rich asteroid collided with the planet at some point during the previous 1,000 years. It must have been a major impact event. An abundance of minerals can now be found on the moon in the vicinity. Okay, good. So that gives that thing +3. Okay, good. What we got? Let's build that mining station. Let's build a research station there. Gaia World. Oh. Oh, yes. Okay. Get done surveying that, then go survey this. Gaia, I know a Gaia World's good. An ideal temperate world with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere and a resilient ecosystem. Optimal conditions for all known higher life forms, or all known higher forms of life at different latitudes. This is like a really good planet. So we're going to want to colonize. This is going to be our third colony, or our second colony. So we want to go get that as quickly as possible and start putting population on it. And then we got an ocean world over here. This game is definitely complicated. I honestly can't recommend it. Like, if you haven't played a 4X game before, do not play this game. Like, I'm drawing on all of my experience to kind of figure this stuff out. And there's systems on top of systems on top of systems. And believe me when I say this, we are just at the very beginning of the game. Like, that's the actual play map right there. See, I'm still trying to carve out some territory. Hey, Halleck. Good to see you, man. Yeah, this game is a whole hell of a lot. And like, I played this game when it came out, and then a couple other games. Like, I played a couple matches or whatever you want to call it when the game came out, and then I think in like 2017, I played a couple after I got a DLC, and this is what they call version 4. So they've completely changed the way the game functions. Like, this is new. This whole interface. And the way you manage your planets, this is completely different from the way you used to build stuff. So we'll see. Excuse me. What's going on here? Okay, I have an idle leader. Waiting to be assigned. Oh, she didn't get elected president this time. She's an official, so what do I do? Okay, so our head of research guy got elected president this time. So let's just put... Oh, it has to be a scientist? Damn. Okay. What about... Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to hang on to her, and we'll make her the official once we colonize that Gaia world. Yeah, so they elected this guy. Okay, so we actually need somebody to head up research. Here, let's get this lady, because she's got a 20+ lifespan. What else? Yeah, let's get the one with the long lifespan. And that's going to cost Unity, but that's fine. There we go. And then she's got... So yeah, research speed, I like that. Let's do it. Research speed, again, yes, because she's head of research, so that's what she needs. Yeah, the funny thing, you say this is a huge map. I'm actually playing on the medium-sized map, believe it or not. Yeah, this is a medium-sized map. You can make them bigger. Nutrient, leader required. Idle leader, I know. We'll do something with her later. Okay, so we got a science ship over here.
Research concluded.
Now, why can't you move over here? There's more research. Artificial workforce. Okay, let's do that because we can start getting robots. Okay, good. Now, why are you? Oh. Okay. Because the guy who was in this science ship got elected president. Now can she be head of research in the government and also be the captain of a science ship? Okay, so now she's there. Now let's look. Government, yes. Okay, so they can sit on the council and they can cruise ships at the same time. Great. Alright, so now... survey. Okay, now we can survey again. Okay, so let's start surveying that way. Building. Okay, building.
Anomalous
Council
readings
agenda ready.
registered.
Council agenda. Launch agenda. Let's pick a new agenda. Okay. Expand the council. Let's do that, because we can put another counselor slot over here. Okay.
We have detected an anomaly.
Okay, good. So we fixed our consumer good negative problem. Okay, so we completed some of this stuff. Okay. Okay, so we're unlocking this stuff. These are like mini quests, and once you kind of accomplish them, and they're like themed missions based off exploration, conquest, or development. And as you do them, you get points into this tree, and then you start unlocking the tier stuff. So we unlocked automated exploration protocols, and we're focused on exploration right now because it's that time of the game. It's time to expand and grab as many resources as possible. And we'll start building stuff up as soon as we can. Now that he's done building that, let's grab this Gaia world. Oh, you have to explore it. Okay, good. He's gonna go explore it, and then we're gonna go grab it.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
And then this guy is investigating the anomaly over here. And it's going 20, 21, 22, 23. Physics research. Good. Let's grab colony development speed because we're getting ready to colonize another planet. Let's grab that. We'll get the other type of research later. You know, the problem is, I remember this game being a comfy game, but that's back when I already knew how to play it. This is actually like, I'm not like, look at me. I'm not relaxed at all. I'm sitting over here hunched over the keyboard, stressing out, trying to like read different things, thinking I'm doing something wrong, which I probably am. Like, this is not the feel that I wanted. Maybe we just switch over to Rogue Trader, play a 40K game, and I can just geek out about Warhammer 40,000 stuff. Interestingly, Steam got finished games sale this week. I think we ought to do that. Like, I'm not feeling this game right now. I want to learn it, but I'm not in the mood to want to learn a game right now. I want to kick back and enjoy things. And there's just so much going on in this game, and I'm just getting all anxious about it. So, all right, well, I shouldn't force myself to do all that stuff. So here, let's do that. Let's switch gears. There's a brand new game that I got that I haven't played yet. It's a 40K game. Okay, so it automatically saves, and we can play that. Let's do that. Quit and return to desktop. Yes. Let me pause that music, because that was the EVE Online music. Now, let me change. Let me change the games here on Twitch. RO. Rogue Trader. Okay. Now, I'll be able to explain a lot about what's going on in the 40K universe, because I've read a lot of 40K. Where is it? That's the Space Marine one. Here, show me the store. Here we go. Warhammer Rogue Trader. Do it. Hold on a second. My roommate's cat. He just got back from the vet, so I need to be nice to him. And my roommate's on vacation. He got his ears all swollen up, or it was, and he just had it drained at the vet. And I have to keep him locked in the office because he can't be near the other cat. And I feel bad that I gotta have him locked up in here, but that's what the vet said. The vet said he's gotta be separated. He's got... The side of his head's all shaved. And he's got this plastic thing on his ear. They're supposed to get it... He's supposed to get it removed in a week. I gotta take him back to the vet for him to remove this thing. And then he can't, like, I've got a litter box for him, but it doesn't have any litter in it. It's all paper towels. Because the vet said that if he steps in the litter and then scratches his ear, it could get it infected. In fact, while I'm doing this, let me look at his ear. Yeah, dude, he's got like 20 stitches on his ear. But it's not red, it's not swollen. There's a little bit of blood, but that's to be expected. He's doing okay. He's recovering just fine. I'm more of a dog person, but you know, I like animals. I like all animals. I feel bad for him. Okay, new game. Scenario. Scenario main story. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of Von Valancius as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of the Imperium. It is up to you to hold the reins of this shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the Von Valancius dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high, and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifying, powerful, and ambitious adversaries in the darkness of the Cronus Expanse. So a rogue trader. So you think of the 40k universe. This is like back during the Age of Sail. Really rich men could afford to buy a ship and have it crewed. And what they would do is they'd go travel all over the place and go, grab a bunch of trade goods and then bring them back and make even more money. And that's kind of what a rogue trader is here. You're basically like, you probably have the most amount of freedom anybody has in the Imperium of Mankind, save maybe a fucking Inquisitor. And you have all these rights and these exploration stuff that like nobody else in the Imperium has. So you're basically like a rogue trader is like the height of Imperial aristocracy in the 40k universe. Anyway. Necromunda was fun. That I liked it because it was really twitchy. I like that twitchy gameplay. Alright. Here, boy. Okay, I was nice to him. Alright, what's Grim Darkness? Grim Darkness of the future, there's only war. This mode is the ultimate challenge for the boldest of Lord Captains who want to truly immerse themselves in the world of 40k with the highest stakes possible. All decisions, victories, and losses in Grim Darkness mode are final and irreversible. You only have a single save, which is updated automatically every time you exit the game. No loading from an earlier point, no second chances, and no changing previous decisions. Fuck yeah, we're turning that on. Are you sure you want to enable Grim Darkness mode? Yeah, man. Manual saves will be unavailable. If your party or void ship is defeated in battle, your Grim Darkness journey will end. Fuck yeah, let's do it. How you like me now? Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like Space Marines, but like Space Marines have become the lightsaber of the 40K universe. Like, there's all this cool shit going on in the Star Wars universe. Like, you could have you could have like a cyberpunk movie in the Star Wars universe, and it would work just fine. But instead, we always go back to Jedi and lightsabers. You know what I mean? And sadly, that's what happened with the Space Marines in 40K. Everybody's hyper focused on the Space Marines, but there's so much other cool shit going on in the 40K universe. So that's why I'm happy to play this game, because we're not playing a Space Marine. Okay, so enemy dodge chance. Okay, so this is normal, basically. Designed for players unfamiliar with the base game systems, of those who play tactical games and CRPGs infrequently. What's the C stand for? Character RPGs? What's the C actually stand? Anyway, the stats and modifiers of enemies in games environment are slightly reduced. Okay, that's fine. So we're playing in Grim Darkness mode, because we're not going to scum save. I know that there's people that like to save the game and then make a decision, and if they don't like it, they like to reload the game. That's not how I play. If you play that way, that's great, but that's not how I play. So here we go. Bowl of soup's been sitting here for an hour. All right. Regenerated character. Warrior. An Imperial Commissar. Okay. Okay, so he's an Imperial Commissar from a death world. So he gets a ton of extra... Oh, -5 intelligence, -5 fellowship. Your fellowship represents a character's ability to interact with other creatures, to deceive, charm, or befriend them. High fellowship will help a character find a way to approach gathering of unsociable servants or absolutely make deals with treacherous persons. It also affects the persuasion, coercion, and commerce skills. Okay. Let's make... I actually want to see if I can do like a persuasive guy, because that's what I like about these games, is trying to is trying to unlock like the higher speech things. Alright, so create a new character. The detailed customization process allows you to choose who your character was before beginning your adventure with a wide variety of options. You can determine their appearance, their characteristics, and their combat abilities. Let's do it. See, we got anybody with a beard? Not a dude with a big gray beard? No? No bald dude with a gray beard, huh? Okay, commissar. We want somebody that kind of looks like an aristocrat. This guy. Ah, yes. Because we're gonna become a pirate. Or this guy. No, I like the monocle. What about this guy? Oh, this guy's pretty straightforward. Alright, let's go with him. Okay, appearance. Who gives a fuck? Skinny boy. Pale white. you fucking smiling? You don't smile in the grim darkness of the future. Let's do this one. I like that forehead. Okay, we want him to look like his portrait, so we're just gonna leave that. Okay, he ain't got no ink. Augmetics. Alright, let's say no augmetics. Actually, how about a cranial jack? Yeah, right below the hairline.
Fire the lance batteries.
No.
For the glory of the dynasty!
Maybe.
We have purified the battlefield of the enemy's taint.
Yes. Yes, because it's 40k.
Let me look at these primary stats really quick. At this there's a pen and paper 40k game that I've played, and I think this is like that. There is a rogue trader, an inquisitor, like pen and paper, like Dungeons and Dragons type game. Survival instinct. Once per combat, when the wounds of a Death World character drop below 30%, they gain 20% of their maximum wounds as temporary wounds. Death World characters also gain a 20% bonus to dodge and armor while they have at least one temporary wound from any source. Interesting. But it's -5 fellowship, so I want a max fellowship in intelligence. Intelligence is the measurement of the character's acumen, reason, and knowledge. For each point of an intelligence bonus, characters deal 5% more damage with non-burst ranged area attacks. Also affects the lore, Imperium, lore warp, lore Xenos. Tech use. Okay. Alright, well what gives me intelligence fellowship? Let's find that. Intelligence. Okay, so this is no bonus to stats. Okay, it looks like this will buff everybody. An Imperial world is one of a million planets united in the belief of the immortal God Emperor, hailing from the hyper-technological societies. The grimly feudal populations, the inhabitants of countless worlds, offer fealty and devotion to the master of humanity and the Imperial creed espoused by his servants. The designation Imperial World encompasses a vast array of wholly similar worlds that are nevertheless part of the Imperium. Okay, I think we're going to do Imperial World. Because it gives us all these talents. Yeah, well, and this is good. Alright. Humanity's finest strength. Imperial Order characters can select any characteristic and add a 10 bonus to it. So let's do that. I want to do it to Fellowship. Because Fellowship helps persuasion, coercion, and commerce. Okay. Okay. Got it. Alright, now. This looks like the... Oh, here it is. Right, origin. There we go. Astra Militarum. So it could be a commander. Okay, what does this get us? Perception, ballistic skill, perception. What's this? Okay, so bonuses if people are adjacent to him. Okay, a commissar. Commissars of the Officio Prefectus are ruthless officers charged with maintaining the morale, discipline, and fighting spirit of their Astra Militarum regiment. You used to be one of these faithful servants of the God Emperor, a living symbol of imperial authority, regarded with a mix of fear and awe by their subordinates. We might get that one. What's this do? I see you buff somebody. Okay, so this gives us weapon skill, fellowship, coercion. Represents a character's talent to manipulate other people through intimidation and reach their desired goals via threats and pressure during dialogue. And this gives +5. We might do this because it gives us the fellowship and the coercion stuff I wanna use. Let's see what else. Prime Lord. Perception, awareness, okay. Ministorm Priest. Toughness, willpower, Medicaid, lore, right, naval officer, agility, fellowship. I think we're going with the commissar, y'all. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Noble. The high nobility of the Imperium are enormously privileged and powerful elite. A breed apart from the common masses they rule. You grow into adulthood upon a pedestal of affluence and grandeur that towered high above the common masses. You expected their obedience and lived upon the fruits of their toil, surrendered to your family as in solemn fealty. You serve me. A noble assigns one ally who will become their servant until the end of combat. Anytime the noble's abilities affect the servant gains +5 to characteristics. Okay, so you buff them. Alright. And we get intelligence, fellowship, coercion, and persuasion. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to go with noble. And then a psyker. We're not playing a filthy psyker. Fucking mutants. Okay, so it's either noble or a commissar. And we're going to go with the noble because this is more of like a support-focused text or conversational class. There we go. A triumph. So we could do persuasion. Represents a character's business sense and their ability to make profitable bargains. Okay. Coercion. Let's go with persuasion. It represents a character's talent to manipulate other people through negotiation. It allows a character to reach their desired goals in dialogues by making good impressions and peacefully convincing others to agree with their point. Let's do that. Because we're a noble. We might have gone with
coercion, but we're not a commissar. We're a noble, so we're gonna go with persuasion. See, I'm already RPing it in my head. Okay, now what? Is -5? A mysterious tome that was discovered in your family library exacted a terrible toll on your mind. No, thank you. You were a bastard, an illegitimate member of a family that immediately turned its back on you? No. You were kidnapped for ransom and your captors mistreated you up until the moment you were released. Alright, well, let's do that. Because I don't want my lore stuff to go down, so we'll just do this one. Now what? Oh wow, now we choose the class? It took me like 2 hours to eat. Done. I'm done. Forgive me. Probably should have eaten that before I started the stream. Whatever. Okay. Now I got some coffee. Okay. And let's just pop in a little nicotine pouch here. We're gonna be super comfy. Here we go. Hope everybody else is relaxed. We're going to try to kick back and enjoy this game. Instead of stressing out about learning shit in Stellaris. Okay. Okay, you can only choose one of the first tier archetypes at this moment. Okay. So, level 1, level 16. Okay, okay. The warrior. Okay, officer. Operative. Okay, I think we're going with officer. Because that just kind of stacks with all the other stuff. Yep. Alright, officer it is. Use their willpower and fellowship to improve the combat capabilities of their allies, turning them into even greater threats on the battlefield. Core focus, extra turns, single target buffs, rescuing allies and momentum. Okay. Here we go. Alright, now, what do we got here? We got 30 extra points. Okay, so we got some lore stuff. Okay, so weapon skill is close combat, ballistic skill is Daka, strength is damage, toughness is resist toxins and stuff like that, agility is your quickness, intelligence, for each point of intelligence, characters deal 5% more damage with non-burst range attacks. It also affects the lore, okay. So I think we might dump some points into intelligence. What about perception? Perception describes how well the characters perceive their surroundings. Characters with high perception can pick out a stray bolter shell, place it in between the day-to-day morass of an underhive, or even tell when someone is being deceitful. It also affects the awareness skill and reduces enemy dodge chance. Okay, yeah. What about willpower? It reflects the character's ability to withstand the horrors of the warp. And fellowship represents the character's ability to interact with other creatures to deceive, charm, or befriend them. High fellowship will help a character find a way to approach a gathering of unsociable events, or to effortlessly make deal with treacherous merchant. It also affects persuasion, coercion, and commerce skills. Okay, cool. So let's go. Okay, so that's as high as we can get into fellowship, so that's fine. And then let's go as high as we can into intelligence. Alright, now we got 10 more points left over. And I think we need something. Let's do ballistic skill so we can actually shoot things. Or perception, because what's the point of having high fellowship if people lie to us? Okay, there we go. So I've really built a character here around dialogue stuff. Excuse me. Sword class frigate. Classic void ship design, proven in thousands of battles. Mighty, decent power, high speed, and respectable survivability. It is over 1.5 kilometers long. Let's think of how big a ship that is. 3.3 kilometers of beam fins. 600 megatons. Estimated number of souls, 26,000 people on the ship. The Von Valencius flagship is the mightiest void ship belonging to the Von Valencius dynasty. Every system on board the frigate has been tried and tested in innumerable engagements. Its weapons and turrets deliver hard-hitting volleys with pinpoint accuracy. Its plasma drives are rugged, yet reliable in extreme conditions. The flagship's size and maneuverability are perfect for pursuing smaller, faster raiders and for hunting the countless pirates, Xenos, and heretics in the Cronus Expanse. Numerous Von Valencius rogue traders have acknowledged the exceptional performance of the vessel, and with a few minor updates, the flagship has continued to faithfully serve the Von Valencius dynasty. Okay. What do we want to call it? Oh, I know what we're going to call it. We're gonna call it something. If you folks are a 40K fan, if you've read the books, you will know. We're gonna call it the Eisenhorn. So if there's any 40K fans out there right now, really hardcore 40K fans, you'll know exactly why I'm calling it the Eisenhorn. Alright. Do we want to call it the Eisenhorn or just Eisenhorn? I think we'll just call it Eisenhorn. Or the Eisenhorn. No, let's just go with Eisenhorn. Okay, next. Ignatius, no. The Nexius. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Soldiers wreak havoc on enemy lines from a distance, constantly moving in and out of cover and finding the best angle for another devastating burst attack. Press any key. We're in the upper decks. Oh, fuck yeah, look at that. I love the Baroque Gothic architecture. It's so good. This is the ship.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Choices and dialogues. You are in a dialogue. Here you can learn more about current events, influence the characters you are speaking to, or even alter the course of the game's narrative. Your character's personal story depends on the dialogue choices you make. Available dialogue options are displayed on the right. Select or reply by kicking the left mouse button or by pressing the corresponding digit on your keyboard. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna be hardcore Imperium God Emperor fearing badass is what we're doing. So since he's talking about contemplating and seeing the cathedral, oh, we could say have we met. Now we're a noble too, but we're not going to be a douchebag noble. We're going to try to be a friendly, get everybody to like us noble. Alright, so truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give their very life for the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias, at your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Hover over the cursor to highlighted words. You can learn more about them. The tooltip words are highlighted when they first appear in text. Scroll up the dialogue to see desired highlight. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna go with Nexius. We're not gonna be a pretentious noble.
My regards, Master. Or should I say, von Valencias, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium. Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you. Understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of Her Ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty.
Okay, so that's... Alright, so we're actually related to the rogue trader that runs this ship. Got it. Yeah, what's going on? Okay, you say I'm a rogue trader here, so there's another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Okay. Lord Captain, a strange title for the Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service, and therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Okay, let's find out why we're here.
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Okay.
Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium, but from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
Okay. You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others. I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Warrant of Trade, the sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy. Okay, so that's like a letter of marque.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Guess we click around to move. Okay, so we basically found out we're related to the rogue trader, and now we're gonna go meet her.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Some objects in the game can be interacted with in a special way. They're marked with specific icons. Others will transfer the character to neighboring locations or launch a small event. Click on it to perform the action. Hold tab to highlight the objects I can interact with. Okay. Massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood, a resource of incredible value. What's this, a shrine?
Let us walk this path to the end.
One of the Von Valencia's trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening?
Oh no!
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
Alright, well that was quick.
Our foes shall be crushed beneath our unyielding might.
Oh damn. On the turn, character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Select a cell and move to it. Movement points. 1 MP corresponds to 1 cell. Moving diagonally is more costly. Every second diagonal cell uses 2. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to the maximum value. Note that once a character starts moving, this action can no longer be cancelled. Okay? Alright, what do we got here? Alright, so let's do this. Character must spend action points. Start of each character's AP is restored to their maximum value. Click the button, shot icon, weapons. Tooltip will appear showing your chances. Okay. It's per turn. If a character performs an action attack, they will not be able to attack again and will lose their remaining movement points. Okay, so attack is the last thing I should do. Pistol shot. Missed. Okay.
Actions will speak louder than words.
He's just gonna analyze the whole time? Yeah, shoot him point blank. Dodging.
Die!
Characters with melee weapons block adjacent enemies from attacks with ranged weapons. Pistols and shotguns are exception to this rule. Those can be fired at point blank range. Okay, got it. Missed!
This is beyond me.
The Imperium!
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan. I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Is that a Lumen Russ? Yep, Lumen Russ.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
What's that? Talk to this guy.
Know your duty.
Oh, it's a cog boy.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
First impression of Eldra, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over tightly bundled massive sinews, implants and bone, nervously twitching fingers, a face twisted by a slight tic, and jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast, Theodora von Valencia's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. You see two men, one is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
Okay.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, What would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Okay. Your character's skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such a test succeeds, new information will be revealed or a hidden dialogue option will unlock. Okay. Alright, let's do Lore Xenos. Those spirits could well be natives named for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case and if the population of Ion 6 engages in Xeno worship. Okay.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Okay.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. We're both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become anyone of our status to engage in petty feuds? Oh, I like that one. I find your tone most disagreeable. You will kindly alter the manner how you address me, or shut your mouth. Let's do 2. Kill him with kindness. We are both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become anyone of our status to engage in petty feuds?
Even among his flock, not all are of a piece. I suggest you familiarize yourself with that fact before you are sorely...
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship.
Oh, she got
Explain
cut
to
off.
me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officers' deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
We go direct. Yeah, let's go with I don't know yet. I hope you will clarify.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Stellaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader.
Well, then test me.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Oh, Master Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory, or it used to be at least. Naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Okay, so I know what that is. I know what a navigator is. I know what translation is. That's how we travel faster than light. Some server just went berserk and attacked the crew. Yeah, let's tell her about that.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Oh, I like this guy.
Now enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. You can start by not asking questions of this sort.
Okay.
I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor knows.
Let's find out where the ship is headed.
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time. In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Oh shit.
for the faithful.
Surrender to the dark powers!
Oh no, chaos. So here we are. We're Nexius right here. Start the battle.
Look out!
Oh, awesome. Oh, look at him go.
Stay vigilant.
Oh, he's got a Melta. Yes.
I took care of this one.
I serve the ruined powers!
I bring ruin.
Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover. The character can hide behind or marked with a shield or a shield with a skull. When standing close to him, the character will automatically take up an advantageous position. In this case, the chance that enemies' attacks will hit the cover and not the character behind them increases. The character will not receive a bonus if attacked from a side not protected by the current cover. Okay. How about you go right here? Actually, here, let's do this. Why don't you do it? Let's give it to him.
I cannot comply.
There we go. Critical hit increases damage. Critical damage 150% of the normal damage. Balance effect and abilities can increase it. Certain weapons have their own critical damage stat. Okay. Now we've still got 3 action points here, so is there a way... Can't give that to him, can't give that to him, can't give that to him. Alright. Why can't I give this to anybody? One friendly creature within 10 cell radius. Okay.
Crush the field. Such is the will of grace.
Ooh.
Death to non-believers!
Oh, she's got a plasma pistol.
Reduced to dust. One fewer turn. Weapon at the ready. Die!
Oh, that melted gun is awesome.
Chaos guides me!
Here's the positive effect. Killed him. 50% ballistic skill. Okay. Um, 38%. 38%. What if we go... Still 38%. What if you go there? Still 38%.
My
Okay, let's do
enemies
it.
shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet.
Missed.
I can't allow myself to do this.
Can't use that. Okay, fuck it.
I am your doom.
I can handle this.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Follow my lead.
Between the melt-a-gun and the plasma pistol, they made short work of everybody.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Got it. Alright, so find the Arch-Militant, which is Mort. Just gotta go chase after him.
Heresy grows from idleness. We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
Heretic's blood is one of the poles. Right.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
There he is, right there.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my Arch-Militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller field failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Mutiny against the Emperor is anointed. Execute the traitors, every last one of them.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the Navigator's Sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? Then move out! Mort, come.
Okay, so it's me and this Masters of Whispers guy.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Oh no, he shot me? He's the traitor. Oh no. Filthy traitor. That son of a bitch.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Ah, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
You two-faced scum, you are the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, inbreed? Your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Coercion succeeded. What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you sordid, wretched piece of grok shit? Yeah.
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind.
Oh man, he's a heretic. He is beyond saving.
Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Von Valancius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. I will do as you require, but I will find a way to make you pay for this, you filth. Let's do that.
I doubt it, my dear. But that's enough talk. Fulfill your destiny.
Skill test and dialogue. One of the available dialogue options requires making a skill test. Unlike with passive tests, you're made automatically. In this case, you can decide whether or not to select an option, the consequences of which will depend on the result of the associated test. Success or failure affects how the dialogue develops depending on the context. You might change the course of the conversation, alter the character's attitude, or perform an action whose consequences will only become apparent later. Hover over your cursor the dialogue options that require a skill test. You will see a tooltip detailing the chances of success. The number after the skills test indicates the difficulty of test. Once your character starts traveling with allies, the party members with the highest score in the acceptable skill will be selected for each test. Got it. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built in the front of the panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton or automation created from a lobotomized human being. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember irises. Examine the device. Heck, you succeeded. You carefully inspect the design. It catches your eye. It's a strange alloy that was used as a material for the machine components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. Okay. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward close to you. Its lower jaws opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp, metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vivid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Whittaker wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Jaws clamp around your head, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the server's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. Perhaps the Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where the quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. It is the Sentinel, the cogitator. It is a figment of your weary mind. Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Oh, perfect. Oh, get fucked. Ah!
There is still another way.
Check the warrant chamber. Warrant chamber is open to the doors of the dynasty. It is time to make the sacred warrant of trade safe. Good. Enormous gates match the importance of the thing they protect. Okay, check it out.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Look at the size of that thing. Okay, so that's the warrant of trade. That's our big legal document that makes us what we are, basically. This is our golden ticket. It's a 40K letter of marque. Tab? Here we go. Let it be known that by my will and the true words of the document I appoint this person, the bearer of the warrant of trade, and bestow upon them their dynasty, the great mission, to be a paragon of humanity unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the roads of thorns.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
About a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Okay.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Okay, so it's a drone from the ship.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
You'll see notifications, journal entries help you keep track of current events. Okay, that's fine.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
So that's everything. Let's get out everything. Seal the warrant chamber. Perfect. Oh no! Again.
Run, fools, or fall!
Yes.
Master! Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, he's a traitor.
What?
Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora. Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Stub revolver, a sword, an armored body glove, and a Medicaid. Okay. While fighting, your character can lose some wounds. Your character has suffered an injury after being attacked by Conrad. This happens when a character receives damage that exceeds 50% of their maximum wounds within one round. The exact percentage of wounds a character must lose for this to happen may vary depending on the difficulty of the game you chose. Injuries reduce the character's resolve. When a character initially suffers an injury, it is considered a fresh injury during the first 3 rounds. Once the 3 rounds have passed, the fresh injury becomes an old injury. A fresh injury can be healed using a medikit without passing any skill tests. Old injuries can be healed with a medikit, but they require the character administering the treatment to pass a Medicaid skill test to succeed. Use medikits to restore wounds and heal injuries. Note that the character loses all of their wounds, they fall unconscious. Once the combat is over, the wounds of all party members are replenished automatically, but any injuries they may have sustained remain. Those can be healed with the medikit. You can only by characters who have field medic feature, base skill Medicaid, or have taken Medicaid skill advancements. So whenever the character uses a kit in battle, the Medicaid skill test determines the number of wounds that will be restored as a result. Abelard can heal your character injury. Click left mouse button on his portrait, select the medikit on the bottom of the screen, then choose your character. Abelard needs to be standing next to you to administer the treatment. Okay? Okay. New weapons, armor, open up your inventory. You can drag them. You can switch between party members up there, okay. Inventory. Got it. Let's go. Pistol there. Sword there. Armor there. Okay, does he have Medicaid? Medicaid 45. It has Medicaid 30. So I should actually use this on myself. Can't be equipped by this character. Okay, can be.
I'm at your service. This wound will make a fine scar. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive. You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Vox cast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing? Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same? I am no helmsman, or God Emperor preserve me navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Gellerfield has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak.
Oh shit.
If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the war. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet. During warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean. And for good reason. For the navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death. Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course. Come.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle. Which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Send surrender to the dark powers way, you.
My soul is ablaze with righteous fury.
Characters can attack, select a character. Red cells are areas inaccessible. Okay, so this is like the setup phase. Okay. Alright, let's just go hard. Fuck it. Your companion is a warrior, specializes in make column and drawing enemies' attacks. Charges unique warrior ability that works only when they're using a melee weapon and is not considered an action attack. Use charge to close the distance between you and enemy and deal damage. Use the direction if the enemy is in the path of the charge, Abba would attack them and will still be able to use an attack action after if he has not used one this turn. The charge can only be used if the character is 2 more cells away from the target. Characters using a melee weapons attack require the character to be adjacent to the enemy. Make a melee attack. Then on the enemy used to attack, unlike single shots, melee attacks hit automatically with no need for a roll. You will try to dodge or parry. Melee weapons can be used to make area attacks. All creatures in the area will suffer damage, so basically a cleave. Damage dealt by melee weapons depends on the weapon's parameters and the attacker. Okay, well he's got a fucking chainsword, so let's see how this goes. Now, what if we do this? Okay, so it's his turn. Charge. And what's this? Cleave. And what's this cleave thing here? There. Brace for impact. Naval officer and their allies in a 3-cell radius gain +2 deflection for each arc attack taken by the naval officer. Alright, well let's go ahead and brace. There we go. And then
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
okay.
I serve the ruinous powers. I am your doom.
Death to the weak!
Combat abilities of characters differ depending on their archetype. Okay. Alright, well, let's do this. This is like the base
Rejoice
thing.
in service! The
Close
Emperor
command.
commands!
There we go. So we buffed the shit out of him. $48. 60.
And so let this be the warning to all who
Fuck that
oppose
guy.
us.
Out of my way!
Just a minor setback.
Oh, he shot his own guy. Here's the cleave. Yes.
I will do my duty. I took care of this one.
There is friendly fire. Got it.
At your beck and call.
Another step towards our ultimate victory.
Chaos guides me!
Indeed. At your beck and call.
Your end is nigh.
Experience points. Character gains a new level. Each ability includes new talents. Your companions gain new levels at the same time your character. Even if they are not included in the active party during your journeys, you can always increase their level later, okay?
The Emperor protects!
Okay. So here we go. How do we... Here we go. Available skills. The higher the skill score, the easier it is to pass corresponding skill checks. Okay. Choose a skill. Commerce, persuasion. Okay, yep, so we're gonna... Yep, we're gonna increase persuasion. That's what we want. Okay, so we got him. How about you, warrior? You're gonna increase one of these. What's athletics do? Ability to resist negative effects. Demolition or Medicaid. Alright, well let's do Medicaid then. Here's the inventory. So he's got the medic stuff. Dude. Packed up cargo and sent to your ship, which can later be used to trade with various factions. You move trophies from one side of the window to the other by dragging them over and left mouse button. Alternatively, you can use the buttons at the bottom to mass transfer all trophies to the cargo or inventory section in the trophy window or vice versa. Click collect all to press space to transfer the trophies from both sides of the trophy window to the corresponding window. Or the cargo. Let's all these swords. So let's do okay. Now, in combat, a character may need to use different kinds of weapons which can be prepared in advance. Open your inventory and prepare different weapon sets to switch to different weapons in combat. Press X. Swapping weapon sets in combat does not cost action points. Okay. Okay, can I dual wield pistols? Yeah. Or dual wield. Okay. And we'll give him a sword just in case. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta be nice to my roommate's cat. He's stuck in here with me. He had some surgery the other day, so I'm being nice to him. He wants to sit in my lap and get scratching, so I'm gonna scratch his back. Okay, well let's see how this dual wield pistol things work out. Good.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Map. Here's the map of your void ship. It consists of several parts. Some parts are not double time you can access them. Got it. Okay, yeah, we're headed to the Navigator Sanctum.
Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head.
Idira,
would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Death comes from the heavens and shit almost falls.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abala, how they sing.
This is Idiratlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you.
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master cog. And the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Engine Seer Prime is...
So he's got his little back of his head shaved. He's got this thing sewn onto his ear. So I gotta be careful. He's purring though, he's happy.
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it! You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet. Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Did you want something?
For the Emperor.
Okay, so I see this purple shit. That could be the warp. Guess this is where.
Of the Divine grant us the courage and strength.
Let's put you right here. Here, and you. Right here. She's a psyker and an operative. An operative, she can study opponents and identify their weaknesses, and her psychic abilities allow her to deal damage to them, analyze enemies, and an operative's ability, which applies the exploit effect to all enemies within the operative's line of sight. At the start of each of the operative's turn, the operative can use this ability against a specific enemy to inflict several stacks of this effect. The higher the operative's intelligence bonus, the more exploit stacks will be inflicted. Whenever the operative hits a target with an exploit applied to them, attack deals additional damage. The amount of extra damage depends on the target's number of exploit stacks and the operative's perception. Exposed weakness is an operative ability which they can use to a single enemy who is under the exploit effect. The ability reduces the enemy's dodge, parry, and armor. Okay, the amount of reduction depends on the number of active exploits. Got that. Special staff allows the psyker to unleash psychic powers against the enemies. In the future, you will encounter staves that only a psyker versed in certain disciplines can use. For example, you might find a staff that lets a psyker use Inferno, but to do so, they must first have the Pyromancy. Okay. Alright, well he's melee, so let's give him that.
Was that you? Or
10% dodge and parry.
anything else?
Zap. Okay, well that was useful. What else you got? Analyze enemies.
Will do.
Okay. I think we're done here.
Hold on.
Through pain and hardship, we prove our devotion.
Oh, I've already been doing this. Okay. No, I got it. Alright, so if you go... here... that's only 11%. What about here? That's 24%. But what if you go right here? %, 25%. What if we go here? Okay, that's a higher success chance. Let's do that.
I am the chosen weapon that will crush the heathens.
Okay, but I can't shoot the gun twice, even though I've got 2 guns. So. Alright, let's buff the shit out of him.
In service.
There we go. Get fucked.
Someone else can do this. I'd rather not.
Oh, let's see if we can... analyze enemies again.
Cover me!
Okay, now can we do even more damage? Yes.
Anything else?
I will not be deterred. Let this be the warning to all who oppose us.
Vespadius, the creature in the chair, appears as if he has become one with the throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily. The air whistles as it exits through 2 dark gill-like slits on his cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the 2 ordinary eyes, as well as the third one that sits on the creature's forehead.
I believe Master Vespidus still lives. Well, the servants are dead. But the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Oh no.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help. Run. The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I will commence the translation. So, run. Run.
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
The spiders. Good luck. And thank you.
Okay, well the navigator's almost going to succumb to chaos, so that's not good.
Know your duty.
Let's leave it all good. There we go. Okay. Psychic staff. It does the same thing, it doesn't matter. Dual wielding doesn't really do much. At least not right now. Okay, let's give him an axe. So we can do bleed, leave. Actually, let's give him a pistol for the times he can't reach somebody. At least he can still shoot them if they're just out of range. Okay, and she's got the psychic staff in the set. Cargo.
The Divine watches over us. Your ship's as good as ours!
It's all over for you!
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Wow, Battle Sister. Fuck yeah.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
Fuck yeah.
I told you he would protect us.
My God. My light. My Emperor.
The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you. It's a battle sister.
Sister
Fuck
Argenta!
yeah.
Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you? The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
Very well. We may leave it at that, for now. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic!
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Massacre, my lord! And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about seeing their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lord, be on your guard.
Overseer of Middle Deck AL-84, my lord. We were rounding up everyone we could find in the attack compartments when we ran into an ambush. Just about every enforcer fell. These are the survivors.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomap with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Step revolt. Okay, yeah, so this isn't up. Let's give him that. This is one of the few games where you're not actually a space marine. This is where you're like normal humans in the 40K universe, and that's its appeal. Okay, so she's got a bolter. Okay. Let's give her a sword just in case.
there's some goods over here. Like we're getting ready to fight. A multi-key. Okay, I'll have to go to the inventory. Seems good. Okay, we're just gonna jump in on these guys, I think. Cutthroat, cutthroat. Yeah, these are all enemy. Let's fucking do it.
Beware the ire of the witch. The masters demand your death.
Stay faithful, and you will be rewarded.
What an unfortunate turn of fate. But of course.
Oh shit!
Brace
What just
yourself,
happened?
Abelard.
Whiplash. When Psychers reach deeper into the warp for power abilities, there's always a chance of the Empyrean bleeding out of her reality, a factor that is invariably destructive and damaging. At the beginning of combat, veil degradation usually starts at 0. Veil degradation increases by 1 for each use of minor psychic power and 3 for a major psychic power. Oh shit. It decreases 1 each round. Well, what is this? It's a major. Okay, so that's what happened. So we pierced the veil by using too much psychic power. Okay, that makes sense.
Will do.
She got knocked out.
Bring ruin.
Exemplary strike. It will be done.
Hey, anytime, New Fever. Have a good night, man. I'll see you tomorrow. She is expert at burst range weapons and deals damage in an area. Run and gun is a unique soldier ability. Using it grants extra movement points and reduces the cost of her next attack. The soldier will also suffer a -10 penalty for the boost. Run and gun also allows the soldier to perform an additional attack with a ranged weapon, which is a handy tool if you want to make more than one attack with them in a turn. Revel in Slaughter is a soldier's ability that can be used once for every 3 enemies the soldier kills in battle. It increases skills, this affects stacks, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so she just got
corrupt way has failed you.
Okay, screw that guy.
And so it shall be done.
Okay, so we buffed the shit out of her. Alright, good job.
I serve the ruinous powers. Death to non-believers.
Okay, so we shouldn't use psychic stuff.
Anything else? Will do.
Chaos guides me.
At your beck and call. I will do my duty.
Death to the weak.
Crush the feeble.
Yes! Oh, that's awesome. She just killed 3 of them.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Rejoice in battle!
Nice. Okay, I like her abilities.
This is beyond me. Let my fury rain down upon thee!
On it. Be gone. Was that you? Or...
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
Okay, that was easy.
Such is the will of chaos.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Missed.
Rejoice! Another step towards
Oh, good, he
our
made that
ultimate
shot.
victory.
Perfect. Is that it?
Accomplished! The duty prevails. I have proven myself yet again. I rise above hardships.
Okay, so we solved all that. Just open up, turn the power back on, opened up a bunch of stuff. Collect all that.
Accomplished.
That. Shotgun. Okay. What else? We got some goods over here. Goods over here. Okay, that's everything.
Never doubt me.
Oh, there we go. And everybody just
No
leveled up too.
suffering will make me forget his sacred words. Burn the heretic, kill the mutant, purge the unclean.
Or you expose weakness. Removes all exploits, decreasing the target's dodge until the start of the next operative's turn. This ability reduces the target's armor to 0. The operative removes only half of the exploits from the target. Okay. Oh, this one. Revel and Slaughter. The soldier immediately removes the winded effect until the end of combat, and the soldier gains the following bonuses. Oh, damn. The ability becomes available after the soldier kills 3 enemies. Okay, that's awesome. We got quite the little party synergizing together.
I have proven myself yet again.
5% armor. Let's give it to this guy.
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
The roar of flames rings in your ears after the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps, and then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valencius.
Are you lost, my heir?
Her expression is calm, terrifying for someone whose body is engulfed in inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword. The other is raised in an inviting gesture.
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Yes, it is trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Elo. What are we waiting for?
Sometimes your character will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions affect your convictions. This can develop into three directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, and heretical. Each includes 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealous the character follows their convictions, and the more noticeable the world around them reacts to their actions and decisions. Promotion through the ranks of each of the 3 directions opens up access to do dialogue, lines, events, unique abilities, and also changes the attitude of other characters towards your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by characters with certain convictions. When one of your conviction branches reach rank 3 votary, it becomes the character's main focus. When that happens, the other 2 conviction branches cannot be raised above rank 2. Your character's allies have convictions of their own as well. Got it. Okay, the Emperor will guide the righteous path. Yes. The Emperor protects. The blinding info, the harrowing pyre, the all-consuming storm releases you as you step out, barely able to stay on your feet. The blood is pounding in your ears, drawing out the world around you. Your eyes, caked in soot and burnt eyelashes, refuse to open. Free from the flames, you take 2 more steps before collapsing to your knees. The rush of blood in your temples and the horrible pain all over your scorching body clouds your mind before suddenly retreating, as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads through your veins, and despite your wounds, your body is once more ready for trials and struggle. You open your eyes and see a glow with warm light before you, the Aquila, the sacred symbol of the Imperium. The Emperor protects. In the next moment, you are struck with another realization. The repulsive presence, the one that had plagued your mind since Vortigern wounded you, is gone. The fire seems to have burned the entity away without a trace. Perfect.
Master, can you hear me? Oh, you're alive. Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Praise the Emperor! We passed through the flames! How can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said, that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
The Emperor protects.
Indeed he does. Oh, if I hadn't seen it myself, I never would have believed.
There was no Theodora witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But he perceived its true nature.
Yes, I did.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What? We'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord's Captain standing there in the fire? Abala, you tell her.
You shut your whore mouth, witch.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you, where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
Abelard, you walked through the fire with me, bro.
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudably passed. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
No element holds power over the righteous. That's right. Even if you were anticipating another wave of pain, it does not come. Your muscles feel strong, your limbs obey you without fail, and yet deep inside, somewhere next to your heart and stomach, you feel a certain tension akin to that of a taut string. You are at your limit. Be it adrenaline or the strength of your faith, it will not carry you much further. Okay, so don't do that shit again. Got it.
Did my eyes deceive me? I could swear that I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake. Indeed it is. Your wounds.
The Lord, look closely at Ithrid. My faith will keep me upright. Well, this says 100%, so here we go. Has succeeded. He does not seem to have changed since you first met, but at first glance his face has taken on a strange hue. The skin of his temples appears scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny, screeching quality. These are not traces of fatigue and stress. The Psyker's body has begun to mutate, a consequence of contact with the warp.
Noticed the signs of my blessing, have you? Yes. The warp is taking its toll, but I'm still sane and able to hold my weapon. I'll fight for the Von Valancius bloodline to the end, and if the price is the eternal curse of mutation, so be it. Pray, forgive my insistence. I shall not be the one to doubt the faith of he who has passed the trial by fire. I have gathered everyone who answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon. Yet I do not see the Lord Captain or her arch-militant in our midst. We are still receiving messages in her voice, but she is not responding to direct requests. I last saw Lady Theodora on the observation platform. When did you and she part ways?
It was at this very elevator, Master Edelthrad. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the Archmilitant, headed to her chambers to retrieve an item of particular import. After that, all we heard from her were Vox broadcasts.
This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. I am still receiving fragmentary reports from the breach. Kunrad Voigtvir was spotted there, and even what scant intelligence on his activities I have reminds me of descriptions of sorcerous rituals. If that traitor has resorted to witchcraft, we must stop him at once. A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you have found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or exhausted they may be. Until next we meet, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle.
Reach the secret lift.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
What's that, a fresh injury? Oh, let's fix that.
Your seneschal is always there for you. Let me help.
Even in the darkest moments, there is hope.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
We shall
Nothing
reclaim what
escapes
is
my
rightfully
sight.
ours.
So this is the Lord Captain's Court.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Oh, she's dead.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't...
Lord Captain. Who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere. It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was...
Cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue traders was an auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one. Theodora's face bears the expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Auto pistol shot went through his head. Difficult to say. On closer exam, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium.
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and... what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul. Tainted witchcraft.
A change in circumstances has demanded your immediate assistance to our mutual cause. Forthwith, upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to depart for the Rykard system. One of my alkalites, interrogator Hendrix von Kalix, operates there at the present time. Oh, an interrogator? So this must be a letter from an inquisitor. Upon your arrival in the system, you without delay make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you. After which you will provide him passage to the Furbius system. Aboard your ship. On footfall, the interrogator will remove himself from your presence to await further instructions. Anticipate any questions you may have. I will stress that the nature of interrogating activities on Rhynex is of no concern. If required, Von Karlax himself will disclose the details. May the Emperor's light be with you. Okay. The author of the letter is addressed to Theodora von Valencia, signed with the seal of the Holy Ordos of the Imperium's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunt heretics, Xenos, and other enemies of humanity.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are... Yes, the Crucible. No, wait! We must...
Idira.
You'd give up so easily, old man?
Yes. Yes, we're done. Like somebody smashed this place up looking for something.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Don't you dare to cross us!
You'll make a suitable sacrifice!
Victory is imminent. It will be done. I took care of this one.
Your corrupt way has failed you. The Emperor commands.
Faith without people.
Who even taught you to fight like this?
Doubt is for the weak. God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay, well, she's awesome.
What is this foreboding? Anything else?
Oh shit, he's got a melted.
Me.
Indeed. I will do like you.
Got a high toughness.
It will be done.
I cannot comply. Actions will speak louder than words.
Okay, now she gets to go again. Okay, that's awesome.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
I will not be deterred.
Guided by faith.
Yes. Alright, go ahead and reload. There we go.
Not this Scryer's job.
Decreasing the target's dodge, parry, and armor. Okay, let's do that.
Will do.
Okay.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
To do well, but not by much.
Attack of opportunity, perfect. Dodged it, get fucked. gotta be two things. So if you go here, you can
I've
charge.
seen worse battles than this in my time.
And then you can swing again.
Victory is imminent.
I won't suffer this. May the Divine's will be done.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, for you, my Emperor! I'll do it. Rejoice in battle!
Anything else? Was that you? Or... I know what is to come.
There we go. Is that everything? Okay, this is a good stopping point. This has been streaming for 4 hours today. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'm gonna take it easy though. I need to let him out of this room and let him walk around the house a little bit and stuff. He's been cooped up in here the whole time. On the vet's orders though. I need to let him out. I guess I need to put up the other litter box so he doesn't use it. I think I'll end the stream a little early today to take care of the cat. And then I'll start the stream up again early tomorrow. We'll try to do some more Stellaris. And then Monday, we're going to plan out the next couple of videos. I think I'll start doing some Deadlock videos. It's like falling off of my lap here. I think we'll plan on doing some Deadlock videos, and then next week, what is it? Tuesday is going to be Blackwing Lair for Turtle WoW, and then I think Wednesday or Thursday is Molten Core for Turtle WoW. So we'll go get some more loot. So I had a really good time playing this game, but I'm gonna look after my buddy's cat because I feel responsible for him. He's got so many litter box. I'm not much of a cat person, but he's my roommate's cat, and I feel responsible. This is my roommate's cat, but it's also my roommate. So I have a roommate that is human, and my human roommate has a cat, and that cat is also my roommate. And my roommate needs to be after him. let him get some pets and he doesn't sit in my lap too. Futon or something for down on and let you down next to me. Pets. Relax and lay down next to me. He can feel taken care of. When he gets in my lap and he starts purring and rubbing and all this kind of stuff. He could use some comforting, I could tell. And I can't really do that while I'm playing video games and live streaming at the same time. So I think I'll call it early. I'm going to put on a movie or something, watch it with the cat, and take care of this little guy. It breaks my heart to see him like this. But thanks for hanging out, y'all. It's been a good stream. We got a lot of stuff done. It's just the weekend. Well, I'm starting to get back into the stream and stuff. I had a couple of health issues myself that I needed to get over, and now things are getting a little bit better. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So we'll pick it up again tomorrow. Thanks everybody for hanging out. And let's see, all of my progress and stuff is saved because we're in like grim darkness mode or something like that. So all I got to do is exit to the desktop, and we can resume this again tomorrow. So that's what we'll do. So have a good night, everybody. I'll see you then. See you tomorrow.